What's up, guys? It's your girl Tora.
This your guy TJ.
And you are now tuned into another episode of What a Girl Wants. Today we will be discussing, would you like to tell the people what we're going to be discussing today?
We're going to be discussing red flags for everybody that, have those red flags in relationships. So we're going to get to the nitty gritty.
When I think about red flags, I think about that gut feeling that's telling you, like, this person, you should not mess with them.
Yeah.
Like, you should really back away, like, real quickly because this person is not for you. Like, what's the difference between a flaw and a red flag? It's like, it's kind of...
Yeah, well, a flaw is like, something that you can't control, really. That's a flaw. Red flags is something that can be controlled.
But if a person is a certain way and you're like, yo, I can't deal with that.
That's not necessarily a flaw. That could be that's a red flag.
You don't think that that's a person, like, that is the way that they are, and...
That sounds like an excuse.
So now the person that you are now,
a flaw is like some person that's got one arm. You know what I'm saying?
You went extreme.
I mean, that's a flaw. That's a flaw that something that you cannot control. And
or snoring.
Snoring. They have the machines to help people. Yes, I said it. They have any of you that be snoring out there like a little grizzly bear.
Oh my God.
Anybody that's snoring like that, you know what I'm saying? They have machines for you to help you with you. Because basically, you snoring in your sleep, that means you can't breathe.
You can't.
You cannot breathe. So they do have machines for that.
Well, okay, so the TJ now is more of like, if I see a red flag, like I'm running, I'm like rejecting this person 100% and just like ghosting them because you are the king of ghosting, right? So is that what's gonna occur?
We're touching back on the live we did Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
For you guys that did not tune into our IG live, TJ, he said that he's the ghost king. Like, he ghosts females all the time, and it's to me it was very disrespectful because I'm like, yo, I've been ghosted by someone.
I don't do that like that. I don't do it often like that.
He don't do it no more because it happened to him, so now he knows.
Yes, it did happen to me. I got ghosted for the first time ever.
Oh.
And it actually kind of hurt.
Oh.
It kind of hurt. It was a girl that you know what I'm saying, I was actually starting to care about, and she ghosted me. Like, ghosted me. And I was like no text messaging, no call, no nothing. Like, I was like, oh man, so this is what it feels like.
Yeah, so you gotta be in the shoes of the person that gets ghosted to feel the pain.
But you know what I'm saying, I've been through a whole lot of pain, and I just usually, like, when it's time to ghost, it's time to ghost.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Just eliminate the problem. That's what I'm known to do.
Well, TJ now will notice the red flags thing. Do you have your list of red flags? Like, okay, look, I can't, if a female does this or this and this in a situation, like, I have to just dismiss her.
Oh yeah, we all have those. We all have those.
I'm trying to think.
We all have those.
I'm trying to think if I have those. Do I have those?
We all. It's always certain things that you don't like in a person and you don't want to see in a person, and when they do it, you know what I'm saying, it in the back of your mind, you like, I know this person just didn't do that.
Facts, because I do not like arguing, and that is one thing. Like, if I am dating someone or talking to them and they're argumentative, I can't do it. Like, automatic, I literally kick somebody out of my house because of that. Because I told him, he definitely deserved it though. He kept bothering me, and
I'm a debate king too.
No, okay, there's nothing wrong with debates. There's a difference between debating and arguing. See, with him, it was like, I was getting mad, he's getting frustrated or whatever. Like, he's getting his points out, and it was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna let him talk and be respectful. Okay. And then when it was time for me to talk, he was cutting me off and like trying to chime in or jump in and fill in the spots of what he thought I was saying. And I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. Can you just let me finish? We'll finish already. All right. Yeah, okay. That's arguing.
Lower your tone.
Exactly. That's what He told me that I needed to be an adult and I needed to stop acting so immature. And because I told him, I'm like, yo, I need like 15 minutes, please. Can I please have 15 minutes? Because I'm so disrespectful when I'm angry. And I don't want to say something that like I probably do mean, because I won't, like later on I won't be like, damn, I'm sorry I said that. No, I meant that shit. So don't push me to that point where I come out and say that, because then you're gonna be like, damn, does she even fuck with me like that? Like I do, but see, you really just showed this part of you, and now I get to tell you like how the fuck I feel about it.
See, that's where ghosting comes in. See, why she's trying to tell you don't ghost. That's where ghosting comes into play.
He was in my house when all this occurred though, so he was just like, okay, can we talk about it? I'm like,
ghost him right up out your house.
I did. He was like, you want me to leave? Yes, get the fuck out. Like, yo, it was bad.
That's strong.
It was, it was from the pit of my stomach. Like, I was like, and I feel like it came from my vagina. Like, my vagina was like, ooh, get out. Like,
not from the vagina.
From the vagina.
Yikes.
Like, down under.
Ooh.
Came out strong.
Ooh.
So I just told him to go, and I didn't talk to him after that. I want to argue. And the thing was, he was mad at me about something like earlier that day. And so I just let him rock. I was like, are you upset? And he was like, yeah. I said, okay. And I just gave him his space because that's what type of person I am. And he was just like, wow, you're not gonna ask me what's wrong. You're not. I'm like, well, I kind of already feel like I know why you're upset. And I'm like, and if you felt like you wanted to talk to me about it, then you could talk to me about it. But obviously, you know, you wanna be upset. So I'm gonna give you your space and let you calm down. He's like, you didn't even fight. I'm like, fight? What am I fighting for? We're too grown for this.
Yeah, we're not in high school,
right?
Elementary school anymore.
That's what it was.
People.
You deal with somebody where they hang up in your face and then you keep calling and calling. No, I'm not calling you back. You hang up in my face, I'm not calling you back. That in high school, you'd be like, oh, so you gonna hang up in my face and go back and forth.
Nah, if you hang up on me, especially on mid-conversation, I'm not calling you back. I'm not calling you back. And I might not call you back, period.
He might ghost you. Ghost.
It's been a couple of times where female has done that, and then that was the last conversation. That was a ghost moment. Because like you're not gonna be very disrespectful on the phone, knowing I can't even express myself, because all you can do is just a simple hang up.
Right.
Nah, I'm not gonna call you back. You're gonna have to call me back.
Me. But okay, so let's talk about the difference between nitpicking and flaws. Like, I mean, not flaws, red flags. So, because, you know, I feel like some people can be, like, really nitpicky when it comes down to red flags. Like, no, I don't, or maybe that would be standards or something. Maybe?
I think that's a woman thing.
He said that's a woman thing. You hear that? Like, that's a woman thing. Explain how. Explain how that's a woman thing. Because nitpicking is a woman thing? Is that what you're saying?
Nah, I'm just playing. It's a male thing.
He ain't playing.
It's a male thing too. Cause I mean, I know sometimes that I nitpick on stuff like that, stuff as well. That's because I just got it in my mindset that I'm not settling for nothing less than I deserve or want. So, yes, I do nitpick.
My guy friends used to tell me that I am picky, cause I said I want somebody who has a car.
That's not picky at all.
That isn't picky. Or I was like, a car and a job.
That's not picky at all.
And it was because I've been with someone. I was with someone where I took care of them. So it's kind of like, exactly. So, and I did that at a young age. So, like, you know, looking at that situation, just like.
A wise man always told me, always date somebody that has a vehicle, at least two out of these three things. At least two out of these three things. Have a car, have a job, and have something going for them.
Well, like if I was to date someone who didn't have any of these things and I have these things, it's kind of like, okay, you know, what are you bringing to the table? Like, what are you coming here with? Like, why do I have to supply everything?
Yes.
And I'm not in I'm not in that whole, because, you know, some females and some guys, like one guy said to me, like, you know, oh, well, you know, you're supposed to build with your man or whatever. Well, I got the tools. I got the bricks. What are you bringing? Like, what do you have to bring to it?
You gotta have some glue,
something. Like I can't do it. No ambition. You have no ambition to do anything. And I think that's another thing too. When you have the ambition, or you just talk and speak about what it is that you want, rather than to go after it and show that you're actually, you know, doing something.
Well, I think that's a younger generation of men, for real, for real. That's not the millennial. That's that Gen Z. That's that Gen Z.
You be surprised.
That's that Gen Z. Yeah, I said it, y'all Gen Z.
You'll be
females,
surprised.
Males, females, yeah.
You will definitely be surprised on how many people around my age who I have dealt with, where it was just like they didn't have no bricks, no nothing.
Just, you know, come with something to the table.
Something. Cause I'm not gonna do it. I'm not in the whole. Like.
We ain't about taking care of nobody.
Yes, thank you.
We
there
take
you go.
we take care of children and old folks.
Right.
We don't take care of grown men and women.
Facts.
That's able to, you know what I'm saying, work, provide.
Yeah, I feel like red flags, you feel that in the pit of your stomach. And if you have to make excuses for somebody, like if you have to like
red flag.
Exactly. Like when I was dating my first love, like I was always making excuses for him. Well, you know, he really was just upset and he just said what he said.
Red flag.
Exactly. Had no business doing that. Like too much. So you have to make excuses for the person that you are with or dealing with.
Red flag.
Definitely a red flag, and it's not nitpicky.
Yes.
So have you ever dealt with anyone who felt like or told you that, you know, or you felt like they had that they noticed too many red flags from you and they ended the situation? Like you were dating them, or you were in a committed relationship and they looked at you and was just like, that's a red flag. I can't do it no more with him. Oh, I think that was the same question. Hold on, I want to think about has anybody ever did that to me? I think no. I don't think so. I think some people probably should have.
Yikes. Player.
I'm not a player. It's just like I had no business being in certain situations or being in certain relationships because it wasn't for me and it wasn't for them. Like they were really good guys, but like I said before, like you have to be a certain type of man to be able to be with me. So they were more of like the, you know, okay, everything you say is right, everything you do is right, everything, and it was just like, it just made me into a totally different person. So they got a different person from me. Like this was like, all right, I'm just gonna walk all over you. I really don't care about this situation. Like you're just gonna allow for me to do that. Like
I've dealt with your kind.
Yeah. No, but it's like I don't know. Like they were. I don't know if it was because it wasn't like we were together for a long time before they started to do that. It was kind of like, okay, you know, fresh, and then they're starting to talk about being together longer and all this stuff, and I'm like, what? And you're allowing me to get away with things, and you're allowing me to do this. It's kind of like a little kid, you know. People are gonna push their limits,
yes,
and
they will.
If you allow for a person to continuously push them limits, they're gonna keep doing it.
That's true.
And then it's gonna be a point where they don't even realize that they're doing it.
That's a
like,
fact.
I was so used to it that I didn't realize I was doing it until people started to call me out on it. Like, damn, like Tora, really? But I don't know. Like I mean, yeah, certain guys, they should have not. It should have been red flags. Like, yo, you should not be with this girl. Like, but that was like the younger me. Like I said, I haven't been in a relationship since like 2011. I'm in
Yikes.
Yeah, I've been in situationships. A lot of situations.
Player.
No, I'm not a player.
Himalaya.
I'm not a player. I'm very, I take relationships very, very seriously. And,
when you actually am.
Yeah, exactly. When I was younger, I didn't. When I was younger, I really didn't take relationships seriously. Like, I was like, this is whatever. Like, I'm with this person. And I just took it as a joke. Like, and that's very mean to say, but I feel like when you're growing up, you're learning who you are, you're learning what you want, who you want to be with. I believe
Serious all the time.
I think that I'm a serious person, but I've been told I'm not. I feel like I am. Like I'm too serious sometimes.
can be.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you for telling me that. You see how you just told me that? The guys didn't do that. Like, they didn't do that shit. They're like, oh,
Because I'm going to keep it 100.
That's what's up. You heard how deep his voice got when he said that?
100.
Which sex pays more attention to red flags? I think you're right.
It's definitely a woman.
You think so?
Yeah, most definitely.
Why do you think women pay more attention to red flags?
Because women are more emotional than men. I mean, come on.
I know some emotional ass guys that I be like, damn.
And they got a lot of estrogen.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna play it like that. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely female. Come on now. Let's be
I don't
realistic.
know. I don't know why. Like some guys, I think it's because I have been friends with males, like strictly platonic. So being around males, I get to be
yourself.
Myself. Like I can say shit and they will not take it personally. Like, so I don't know. But then there's some guys where it's just like, damn, they can't handle that. Like they're like, yo, it's like nobody wants to be with a nigga. So maybe that's what it is or whatever. But I mean,
you gotta throw a little emotion in there. You gotta show some of that estrogen in you.
I think it was because they were just not the right person. Like they weren't supposed to get that.
You probably like 100% right on that.
Yeah, so I think that's what it was. They didn't deserve that shit. But I mean, I have met some really emotional males. Like I've met some bitch made niggas. So yeah.
Ooh, she said bitch made. Ooh. I ain't gonna keep letting you talk about the fellas like that. I am the male perspective of this show.
Come on now, no,
we will not. This is what a girl wants. But trust and believe, I'm on here for a reason.
No,
to get
but
that male perspective.
Come on now, let's be real. You have to admit that you probably met or had a friend back in the day or whatever that was just like mad fucking emotional and mad fucking like, yo, pull your shit together, nigga. You're gonna cry over that like every time it happens, like. Yeah.
I know what I was around, so we didn't tolerate that.
I feel that.
You better shut your ass up. Man up.
Oh my gosh.
Man up.
I feel that females they are more, I guess you could say more, they do pay more attention to red flags because we are very connected to our emotions.
Facts.
And that gut feeling, like when we know something's wrong. Some females' guts are wrong all the time, but some people are really in tune with. We were not connecting the way that we used to.
What's up, man? Ain't no such thing as too much sex.
It is a such thing as too much sex, especially when like you go from hanging out with this person and y'all are doing all these other things and you're having conversations and you're just sitting up and talking to like it's just all about the sex. If you were damaged and because of your past experience, you have a list of red flags.
Of course. Because most definitely because you know what I'm saying. If something hurts you that bad, like you don't want to go through that again. Like you don't, I mean, if it hurts you really, really that bad, you don't want to go through that same situation again. So, of course, the next time you feel like it's that topic of that specific red flag, you're gonna be like, oh hell no, nah. Cut this shit off. that would be my, that would be my understanding.
And this plays with patience too, because remember we talked about patience and how you have lack of patience.
What's that?
That's terrible.
What's patience?
Okay, so the next question is, let's see. Have you ever realized later on that the red flags that you left a person for was more of a misunderstanding?
I can't recall.
You can't recall?
I can't recall. Not a situation with me. What about yourself?
So basically it was a guy and he was just like, well, the reason why you walked out was because you thought that it was this way. Okay, for instance, like this was like when Twitter was like popping or whatever. When it first came out, everybody's on Twitter now. And he basically was like, he was like, okay, I want to date you, so we're dating or whatever we were doing. And my thing is like, I have moments when I could be a tad bit like jealous, but I wouldn't bring it up.
Okay.
So it was just like, you know, because to me it's just like, nah, that's just me. It's my little insecurity or whatever. And then I'd be like, nah, I swear, check yourself. Like, what are you doing right now?
And that's how it should be, like, with anybody. Like, you should, you know what I'm saying, acknowledge that and then be like, okay, I need to not do that.
Exactly. But then I kind of held on to it when he was tweeting. He tweeted something, so I thought it was funny. So I reposted it and I said something about it. So he deleted my post. And then like his sister said something like, oh, you can't be doing that because the other girls are going to feel some type of way.
Other girls?
Right. So I was just like, other girls? Like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, I literally like dropped everybody for you, and you sitting here entertaining other females. So we had a conversation later on, and he was like, yo, you were the only one I was talking to. Like, come on, we talked every day and everything like that. And I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, you still will make time for busting a night. Like, that doesn't mean anything. So...
Yeah. Some people it take 20 seconds. Some people it take 20 minutes. Some people it take 3 hours.
Like Missy Elliott said,
just a little bit of time.
Nobody wants a 1 minute bed.
It takes a little bit of time.
Little bit.
For some people, they be like, I'm not here for a long time. I'm just here for a good time. You feel me?
Oh, gosh. Let's hope you're not one of those.
Oh, no.
Okay. Ladies, he's not one of those. He said caress. You should have saw the him movie. He just said caress.
Caress, you know.
Yeah. I still didn't believe him, to be honest with you. I was like,
He was shooting shit.
Right?
He was shooting shit.
Segment on it.
Next question.
Okay, next question. So the next question is, have you ever noticed red flags after you get into a committed relationship with someone? I feel like you kind of you're supposed to notice them when you start dating someone.
Yes.
And then you're like, nah, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this. And then like
that's that 2 week, 3 week window.
Exactly. The testing time.
Yes, the testing time. 2-3 week window. I'm gonna test you.
Oh my gosh.
No, I haven't been in too many committed relationships, so.
Oh, so you're situation king?
Whoa, hold on now. We're not gonna put that title on me. we're not gonna put that title on me. I can go for Ghost King, but not situation. Oh no.
You're like Mario, about to start stacking all this.
No.
Get your coins.
Not situation. No.
I take the title for situationship queen. I definitely have that on point.
Yes, you do.
The nerve of you.
Yes, you do.
Oh gosh, it's only been like, I can count how many I've been in. 1, 2, 3.
Situation.
It's only been 4 in my whole life.
Okay.
That's bad.
No, that's a lot less than a lot of these females these days. So.
Really? Like 4 of them, and then like they were years long, so it wasn't like, which you
that's
know.
a long situation.
I know, should have been out of it.
That's not a situation. That's a relationship. Situationships don't last that long.
They all lasted long, except for the most recent one, but that one ended like, yeah. But they all, it was this one person. I kept doing it with him, and the longest we were in a situationship for was like 3.5 years. Yeah. It was
That's a relationship.
Right?
That's not a situation.
It definitely was. Oh, no. That was the last question. Do you have anything else to add about red flags?
Red flags, just don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb?
Don't be dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Notice the red flags.
At the early stages.
Evaluate the red flag.
How do you evaluate red flags?
Like in depth. Be like, okay.
You make a list.
Make the, you know what I'm saying? Just notice the situation that, you know, the red flag. And just dissect it and be like, let them know that this is not okay. It's
Okay,
not okay.
so we're communicating and not ghosting. That's what you're saying. Communicating.
Yes, we are communicating.
We're
okay?
communicating.
Yes, we are communicating. I'm gonna tell you the right thing to do. We're communicating.
So
We're not ghosting.
Okay. You're coughing now?